I believe that if the county issues you a building permit and a septic tank permit, somewhere along the way that they are responsible for a road. That doesn't happen unless there's a dedicated roadway. You see many roads, there's one listed on here, that these subdivisions and wildcat subdivisions all go in where they're not, the road is rural. Maybe some people move out there because they like it rural, but after they destroy 2 or 3 pickups and start wearing their vehicles out, they realize that a dirt road's not near as much fun. But I think what we have to do is I believe that the county needs to stay with that. Either if they maintain the road, they need to maintain it and not blade it once a month or whenever the budget comes up, but they need to maintain it for the safety for all the people there.
Thank you, John. Martin, would you like me to repeat that question?
No, that's fine. One of the things that I think is whenever, I'm going to say this carefully, but whenever government gets involved with something, it kind of screws it up. I know that we must maintain some of those roads. I went on Bice Road today, and it was just so fortunate that there would happen to be a road grader today grading Bice Road, so that I was very thankful to see him, because I had just tore up my truck trying to get to that portion of Bice Road that was being graded. I was raised on a dirt road. I love the dirt roads myself because I love that kind of lifestyle. I really enjoy being out in the country. There's a feel, there's a way of life, there's something that excites me about that. And I've heard some of the concerns of this community about the health hazards of the dirt roads and some of the problems that people might be having with emphysema and that sort of thing. I know those are very, very valid concerns. I'd like to talk to ADOT and see if it's possible to purchase some of the tailings from some of the projects they have around the county to see if we could put a fund together. I know that the fund is rotational around the county. You know, we might have, like in this little town of Cherry, we got, in the last few years, we got about another 1.5 miles paved to the road to Cherry. There's still a little bit left to pave there, but when the funds come back around, we could do more in that development. So I think that's the same thing applies here. Not being in that office yet, I believe I've understood correctly that there is a fund, but it's rotational.
Thank you, Martin. Tom, I'm not even going to ask if you want me to repeat the question.
I'm okay.
Probably wrote it, right?
You're doing good.
Did you write it?
You're right. You're earning your pay without
Thank
me.
you.
I have done road maintenance improvement districts. We did the first one in the state of Arizona for Sheriff's Posse Trail, which is in the county on the west end of the town of Prescott. It was an uphill climb. I'll be honest with you, I'm a very hands-on supervisor. I don't just forward everything to some other department when there's a complaint, and I would venture to say I get from 2 to 10 complaints a day about something. Yavapai County actually gets in lawsuits 5 to 10 a week. And so, I mean, these are things that we all have to go over. But this road improvement maintenance district worked well for those folks. And let me explain the state law to you. You cannot, as a county, go into these private roads and pave them. It's illegal. They passed an ordinance, if you will, a statute in 1998 that said any county maintained road prior to 1976 can continue to be maintained. After 76, it cannot be touched. No new roads can be fixed. If it's not a county maintained road, then it's up to the homeowners for the improvement. But there's ways to do that. One is if they get enough money up in the road improvement district and you pave it to AASHTO standards, which is like your highway, which is very expensive, you can give it to the county, and the county is mandated to take it over in maintenance for perpetuity. But if you don't, if you are on private, you know, you've got road easements and right-of-ways and things, and you're on private property and you don't want to spend that kind of money, which most of these subdivisions or these wildcat areas don't have, then you have two options, and that is don't do anything or create this road improvement maintenance district. And what that allows, and this was new, that was brought to the legislature from Yavapai County about 3 years ago to my aunt, and she got it through. That now you can just gravel a road, or you can just chip seal a road, or you can get millings and just mix oil. You can bring to road whatever that neighborhood wants to do with it. It's not forcing the county to make you go and bringing it to an asphalt highway, if you will. And so these programs work well, and I've done a lot of them. And so we brought millings on a lot of county-maintained roads to improve them. And you can talk to people in Cordes Junction, Black Canyon City, Spring Valley, Congress, all those areas. I've been doing a very stellar job on getting dirt roads to pavement. But it's tough. If that road is not a county-maintained road, it's up to the individuals to do that. And with this improvement maintenance district now, it can get done.
Thank you, Tom.